Hey Dash community, here Alejandro Echeverria, co-founder of Dash Shop, Dash Merchant, and Dash Text.
And I'm Lorenzo Rey, co-founder of the same projects. Today we want to show you how to send Dash easily from a dumb phone. Look at this. Look at this thing. The screen is even broken. This thing is like 12 years old or something like that. We're going to send some Dash to Alejandro's wallet right now. Dash Text is almost ready for launch. I mean, the product is ready and it's already live in one carrier, the biggest carrier in Venezuela, Movistar. It's already working and the other two carriers should be activating our shortcodes very soon.
So let me repeat. We're going to send Dash from this dumb phone using Dash Text to this smartphone. So check it out.
So as you guys can see, I already typed the Alejandro's address in this message. So I'm going to send it to the Dash Text number so I can make the payment. Okay, the message is sent. Of course, for security purposes, and if you make a mistake, we send a verification message so you can confirm that you're sending the right amount or to the right address. So it should be arriving very shortly. There it is. So let's check the inbox. It's right there, confirming the amount. So I'm gonna send the verification message, which is
in Spanish, that's C.
Exactly.
Okay. So today is October 20, 2018.
Sending to the same number. And the message is sent. Should arrive very shortly.
Let's focus in. And that's it.
And
I received the Dash. So the first transaction from Dash Text to a smartphone wallet.
Exactly. We're so excited to bring this to you guys. It's coming very soon. As soon as one more carrier activates our shortcode, we'll be live. We'll hopefully be at the end of October.
Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Getting ready for work is very important. It's morning time here. I get ready for work every day like this. First, you take the vodka. I prefer Tito's.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Happy Monday, November 5th, 2018. We're here, we made it. Sorry, I apologize a little bit ahead of time for the noise, if there's any noise out there. But, alright, let's get to it. So, I made a bunch of notes today, got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. And we're just going to go one item at a time, right? We're just gonna go through like a little lightning round, speed round, and we'll do that for today, okay? So, first off, BCH, pumping. You know, I've been hearing since yesterday, oh, it's pumping, pumping. And I see, you know, it's pumping, you guys know it's pumping, you guys see it's pumping, amongst other things. You know, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I was just, again, looking through the news real quick, just flipping through, and I got reminded that November 15th, there's a Bitcoin Cash fork, a bitch fork, a BCH fork. So that's probably why we're seeing a little pumping.
I just got paid to take a dump. Whoa! Yeah.
And we're going to continue seeing the pump because they're getting ready for the fork. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is forking. Anyways, yeah, that's happening. All right, another piece of big news. Bancor just announced, or they just did their first ever swap for an Ethereum asset for an Ethereum asset for an EOS asset. That's pretty cool. That's really cool because these are two completely different blockchains, and so now Bancor is allowing EOS transfers and exchanges. So someone actually traded some Ethereum for some EOS. Two completely different blockchains and definitely not friendly to each other, but yet a swap was made. I don't know if this is considered an atomic swap or what, but regardless, this is a decentralized swap. And a swap that was made through Bancor or BancorX, and we're going to see StellarX, you know, soon, and a bunch of other decentralized exchanges hopefully doing these same exact things. So again, this is why I keep bringing up, you know, the whole tokenization and the movement towards this stuff. That's why when I see things like Ripple and, you know, other bank-owned coins, I don't see them lasting. In fact, just like you saw earlier at the beginning here, you know how things are really going to be moving are towards that direction where again, you saw someone using a regular phone, like the old phone, you know what I mean? Like the one that's like a brick that has no technology, whatever, sending it to a smartphone. So as you can see, we've talked about this many times before, where we talked about that they already have the technology where you don't even need an internet connection on your phone in order to send Bitcoin. You can just send it through radio waves and other things until eventually it hits a phone that does have an internet connection and beams it up. Now, you know, with the video you saw at the beginning, you see it happening with a regular phone, you know, so not a smartphone, not a phone, you know, one of those, I don't know if I forgot what they're called, but you know what I'm saying. And so we're watching that, and then the decentralized exchanges and things like that, you know what I mean, the blockchains trading amongst each other and so many more things. So yeah, you know, Ripple and things like that, or XRP, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know, things like that are not going to really function. And a lot of you guys might be calling me out and saying, oh, but what about the petro coin? Or what about, like, if Iran comes out with a coin or another country comes out with a coin? Again, you guys are missing the point. They're not really coming out with the coin per se and wanting to use that like an actual currency. You know, it's just more as a proxy than anything else. And the real currencies are things that are going to have some sort of value. And again, you know, how the petro thing is going to have value is going to be just like the petro yuan has value, just like other things like that have value, okay? Not like the dollar, which has nothing backing it up. All right, we're moving into a brand new world, a brand new everything. A lot of these things we're making them up as we go along and figuring it out as we go along, because everything is so brand new, and there's going to be a lot of successes and a lot of failures. But we can kind of see the writing on the wall on which most likely which projects are going to fail, which currencies are going to fail, and which ones are going to succeed. So yeah, that's where we're heading with that. So, you know, when I saw the whole Bancor news, I think it was just posted a few hours ago, that's really big news. That's a major news that a lot of people probably are just going to skip over and not even talk about. But when I see something like that, we're moving in the right direction. Because to me, you know, when I see people that talk about XRP, or they talk about, you know, coins of that ilk, I just keep saying XRP because that's the only one that I think is mainstream enough for us to even talk about. But when I see coins or tokens like that, you know, I really just see that, you know, these are just the things that the banking system is going to try to use in order to push, you know, try to stay within the system and use their rules in our system, which is not going to work. We've already talked about that many times over. So, you know, right now, what I really do think is happening is that, you know, this is just a calm before the storm. I've talked about this more than once, but again, I need to reiterate just to make sure we're all on the same page. Tomorrow is election day in the US. It's a big day. We got things like the migrant caravan making news. We got things like the Iran sanctions making news, not making news, you follow me, and other sanctions, you know, happening around the world. They're all, for example, I think the Iran sanctions start today. So if that's the case, I wonder if that European SWIFT system is already in place. We'll find out soon enough. And we should I should be doing homework on that, and I should have looked into that a little bit. But yeah, but that's really where we're at now, where, you know, things are starting to kick into high gear. The US and the US's agenda to be more nationalistic and pushing other countries to be more nationalistic are starting to kick into place. A lot of countries are starting the de-dollarization. Our country and central banks are only going to be pushing for more hyperinflation and so on and so forth. And again, I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, but that's why I keep repeating it over and over again, so it starts to sink in and start figuring it out. But again, it's not a bad thing. You know, this is good. If you are here in the crypto world and you have, you know, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and things like that, and you're positioning yourself correctly, if you're building stuff within this space or helping improve this whole crypto space, we're going to be doing beautiful. It's not a big problem. All right. And that's just the way it is. And believe it or not, like there's going to be, as this hyperinflation comes, all that money is going to be coming into our space and into the tech space, and that's what's going to be helping us build. Because the reality is like you got to look at it from another perspective. The thing is that if all this hyperinflation were not to happen, then it will probably take us forever to build all this stuff out. But since we're going to have all this even more money coming into this space, a lot more free money and a lot more just money being thrown around and shit like that, this space is most likely going to grow because of that money. And yeah, so it's not just going to, this hyperinflation is not going to just build roads and infrastructure and jobs and all this bullshit. It's also going to help us. It's going to build our infrastructure and our whatever. And again, even if that whole hyperinflation doesn't happen, and let's say Trump, kills the banks, and there's no more central banking, and we institute our own bank and that whole thing, it's going to be fine too, because the technology that we're building and everything that we're building out is literally going to still continue to grow no matter what. And that's it. And it's just some exciting times that we're living through right now. It really is. It's every single day. I see so much positive news within our space, so much news indicating that we are winning, the banks are losing, and so on and so forth. And it's great. It's a great time to be alive. I mean, let's just talk about Bakkt for one quick second.
Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money. Jerry, does that make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me one time, Jerry.
Show you the money.
Oh, no, you can do better than that, Jerry. I want you to say it with meaning, brother. Hey, I got Bob Sugar on the other line. I better hear you say it.
Yeah, no, show you the money.
Not show you. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Louder.
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit.
Show me the money.
I need to feel you, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money. Show me the money. Do you love this black man? I love this black man. Show me the money. I love black people. I love black people. Who's your motherfucker, Jerry? You my motherfucker. What you gonna do, Jerry? Show me the money.
As I was saying about Bakkt, what Bakkt is going to do is that it's going to force the financial institutions to trade physical Bitcoin for physical Bitcoin, just like if it was gold traded for physical gold. So right now, the reason that gold, silver, and a lot of commodities and almost everything on Wall Street and on the stock market is manipulated is because they get to create as many as these as they want. So if that didn't exist, then we wouldn't have that manipulation. So all of a sudden, when they're introducing Bakkt, what they're doing is that they're taking this away. I don't know if you guys are following me here, but they're taking away the ability to keep printing Bitcoin that don't exist into existence. In fact, every single transaction would have to be met with Bitcoin. Like if it was gold, it's like you have to pay with gold, and gold has to be, otherwise it doesn't count. It doesn't even exist. So this is what I was talking about, and I've been talking about for over and over again, for a while now, for a few weeks, that, they're literally, and when it hit me, I was like, oh shit, okay. Again, what they're really creating is that they're creating more vehicles they think that they're getting into the space and helping this space grow on their terms, but they're really starting to learn that we built a new system with brand new rules, and they can't change the rules, and that's it. They're just going to extinct themselves. And as they try to jam themselves within the system, it's not going to work. I'm going to put a video from Antonopoulos. All right, I think you guys already saw the video of Antonopoulos, right? Because I would have already put it somewhere here. But I hope you guys, that's pretty much, yeah. I'm making another video, and I was using that clip for something else. But I'm deciding to, let me see if I can show you guys here so you guys can
So what do? They look at Bitcoin and they say, let's see, it's an open, decentralized, borderless, transparent, and peer-to-peer currency. Fantastic. Could we have that without the open, borderless, decentralized, peer-to-peer, and transparent, and instead add a nice dose of heavy control and turn it into a client-server model? Oh, sorry, I meant a master-slave model. Blockchains are going to decrease the cost of operating clearinghouses within the world's stock exchanges and banking systems. They will replace single point of failure clearinghouses and payment networks like SWIFT and DTCC and all of the other stock market backends in the world, and they're going to reduce the cost of investment banking.
See what he's talking about as well, but he explains it a lot better and a lot more eloquently than my dumbass. So, all right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. We're going to call it an afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday today. I hope you guys are ready for tomorrow and the rest of the week. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, even though it might seem like there's nothing happening. There's a lot happening. Like, there really is a lot happening. And so the thing with, like, you know, elections and all this other news is keeping everyone's eye off the ball. So whether it's a migrant caravan, whether it's, you know, the trade wars, which don't really exist, you know, whether it's the elections, there's a bunch of shit. In fact, why we're watching the markets and everything go positive is because the pre-election thing. And as we've talked about this over and over again, it's just the beginning of hyperinflation. We're going to see a crash, but we're going to see an immediate jump and above and beyond. All right? 100K Bitcoin, okay? It's coming. It really is, and beyond. So get ready, guys. But again, that's not really going to be a good sign. If Bitcoin's at 100K, what is that saying for the rest of all the other things, you know? That means that bread is going to cost not $1, not $10, maybe $100. Okay? So yeah. So just like right now, this bread costs me 50, 60 pesos, but it's really like $1, $2, $2.50. So it's coming. Get ready. Buckle up. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to sign up for Patreon. Don't forget to keep, you know, sending me tips or whatever. I'm like the worst at this shit, okay? I apologize if it always comes out clunky. I don't know what to say. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share the knowledge. Stay positive. Have a great fucking Monday. Enjoy it. Wake the fuck up, cocksuckers. And yeah, tomorrow get ready for a big day. I'm gonna have an episode up and early tomorrow, okay? So yeah. Peace out. And I'll see you guys tonight. Oh, by the way, Discord was awesome today. We had like a gazillion people today. We made a lot of progress, a lot of work. I shut the fuck up for a little while, let everybody else talk. Got a lot of work done. Really good. Hope to see you guys there tomorrow morning. Hope to see you guys tonight on Discord. I mean on Discord. On Twitch and on Bit.tube. Okay? Hope to see you guys there tonight. And so on and so forth. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And see you guys every day. And I love you guys. Thanks again for watching. See you guys later. Peace.
Number one rule of Wall Street. Nobody, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No. Fugazi, it's a fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right.
All right? Right. Stay with me. Mm-hmm. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
So if you got a client who bought stock at 8, and it now sits at 16, and he's all fucking happy. He wants to cash in, liquidate, take his fucking money and run home. You don't let him do that.
Okay.
Because that would make it real.
Right.
No, what do? You get another brilliant idea. A special idea. Another situation, another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some. And he will every single time, because they're fucking addicted. And then you just keep doing this again and again and again. Meanwhile, he thinks he's getting shit rich, which he is on paper. But you and me, the brokers, we're taking home cold hard cash via commission, motherfucker.
Right. That's incredible, sir. Can't tell you how excited I am.